Welcome back to Putting Alcohol in Everything, where today we will be making some bourbon cherries. These cherries have so many uses, from making a great addition to cocktails to being a boozy addition to desserts. We're going to start by de-stemming and pitting about a pound of sweet Bing cherries. Everyone has their own method of pitting cherries. You can get pretty effective gadgets to do the job, or if you have chopsticks lying around, you can just push the pit out using that. I don't have either on hand, so I'm running a paring knife around the circumference of the cherry before using it to split the cherries into two nice halves and then digging the pit out with my thumb. You'll also notice that I'm not moving the knife much, rather turning the cherry. This is just to make sure I don't cut myself. This method works for me and how I use the cherries, but if you want to keep them whole, you'll need a different method. What you can't see off screen is I'm separating the halves into two separate bowls, one for the half without the pits and one for the half with. This greatly speeds up the process later on of digging the pits out. Setting aside our cherries, we'll peel an orange for two reasons. One, we're going to use the peel for flavor later, and two, I really need a snack while shooting this video. Set aside and in a saucepan, combine a half cup water, a half cup of raw honey or a comparable sweetener, a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and grate in a pinch of fresh nutmeg. Move this over to the stove on medium-high heat and we'll start bringing the mixture up to a simmer. Add in our orange peel and a cinnamon stick. Mine's just broken into pieces, a whole one works as well. Continue stirring, and once it reaches a simmer we can drop the heat a bit and let simmer for about 10 minutes with the goal of slightly reducing the mixture and having it thicken up. Moving it off the stove, we are going to strain out the orange peel and cinnamon stick. Next we can add in our bourbon. Don't be afraid to go cheap here. If I'm looking for lower shelf bourbon, I think the best bang for your buck is benchmark number 8. A fifth will only set you back about $9, and I'm using about a cup in this recipe. Spread out your cherries in a few mason jars and pour in our honey bourbon mixture and leave till they cool completely. The still hot mixture will somewhat soften the cherries, but if you want them to soften more, add the cherries into the end of the simmer for about 3 or 4 minutes. Once cooled completely, we can seal our jars and give a shake before moving to the fridge. So, it's 3 or 4 days later, you guys can't tell which, and our cherries are ready to enjoy. They are delicious, starting with the orange and honey, and they finish with that smooth bourbon taste. They'll last about 2 to 3 months in the fridge, so make sure to enjoy. They always make a great gift. If you like this video, consider watching another. If you want to see more videos in the future, hit that subscribe button, and as always, thank you for watching.